That's a kiss to remember. They are playing great defense, though, Carolina. Ooh, Johnson may have gotten away with one.
Yeah, he got Brunson in the face.
Here's another one of the mismatches now. They harass the passer, which makes it tough to get in.
Page looking for a three. He's got it.
Love this.
To the rim, though. Hart in the right spot. Jenkins says, I'll give it another go. And twice he was short. Barry. Leave it up. And Johnson is able to deliver the kid. Off the bench, Booth has been the star here tonight for Villanova. Leads them in scoring with 14. Page, quick three. Got it.
That means you're in the area where he's going to take away that pass across the top.
Carolina's crawled back into it. A 10-3 stretch. Got it down low. Johnson makes it home. And it's down to one. The top, he's 1 for 7 from the field.
Still attacking that lane, either with the dribble or the pass. Always looking for lanes to deliver it.
The activity of North Carolina's bigs constantly flashing as James shows off a little touch.
Richardson in traffic, had it taken away by Barry. Up ahead they go. Page, he'll put up the jumper, and Carolina's on a little roll here.
Some life as Richardson's able to get to the basket and finish.
Nice little comeback after the timeout, though. Good aggressive play on the one end. They really move. A nice ball movement as well. Slip.
Baseliner, yes. How about this? But they're 2 out of 7 from the free throw line. And, oh my goodness, front end.
Yeah, that's a killer.
Big difference in this game. One of the big differences. 2 out of 8. 50 seconds now. The Carolinas lead at 10.
A key little trip here for a stop. Did something at the other end. Look at that slip pass.
Great dish. Wow. Wow.
Tough career. But rehabbing and ready to go.
Right now, North Carolina still hasn't hit a three-pointer. 0 for 11. They've been able to get into the paint. You got to close down that.
Freddie, that's why they don't hit the threes.
Jackson.
They don't have to stick to it in this confidence. That move deep. Had the elevation inch-wise over Page.
This is the time he plays right now.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's a second-half guy. You're right.
Buckets the last 2 times down the floor, including a massive 3. 10 unanswered for the Orange.
Right now, North Carolina lost their rhythm.
Page for the first time tonight. Hit
Rain in the audience.
It's so tough for Syracuse. You have to exert so much energy to get back into the game. You got to be almost near perfect on both ends of the floor.
Guards have to rebound, too, on this end. Be scrappy if they miss.
Henson loads it up and connects.
Ball screen. I think he can bite them with a 3, and that sort of sets it up when you can score. Look at the numbers. Nobody back.
And Jackson slams it. In this stretch since the 9-minute mark.
Jim, you said those 3-pointers, they've hit 4 of their last 5 after starting the game 0 for 12. What mental toughness to knock down the shots. Your team needs them.
And they're always in the right spot, too. Yeah, you look at 4 for 17, you say they must have lost on the 3s.
Underneath, it's Meeks. As Bryce Johnson clearing. Tough pass here, but Page
came to it, Jim. That's what he did. Closed the distance. No 4 corners, but they'll spread it. Where's Phil Ford when you need him?
Yeah, it looks a little bit like it, though, doesn't it? That move right there did.
Nice pass.
Nice patience, huh?
Yeah. And that's Jackson.
Is on the other end with 3, so the shots are falling early. Page again, almost the same spot, same tournament. But they decided to, in practice, as Colson goes to the hole, can't get it to go. Notre Dame decided in practice to operate on an 18-second shot clock just to get a little more rhythm and tempo.
That's pretty.
Is holding fast. 19-17 in that pace. Shot clock never reset, by the way. It was at 7. Colson hustled down, couldn't get it to go. And now Jackson for 3. Big.
Nothing he can do, Demetrius Jackson.
And nice footwork in the paint. Point guards playing down there in the paint.
Shooting has been spectacular in this game so far. Johnson again, feeling it.
He wants to burn offense, Brian. But I'm with Charles Barkley. A little bit quicker. Yes, run the shot clock down. But you got to shoot it around 9, 8. Let's get it down to like 4.
Barry inbound. That's number 9. 15 points, 9 boards for Bryce Johnson. Good matchup inside with August and Meeks. Barry gives it. Meeks powers his way in. He's out of TOs the rest of the way. Sensing a big moment with Notre Dame on defense, and Carolina up 9. Push their lead to 11. It has been their largest lead of the game.
And they're going to this 2-3 zone, trying to buy some time. If Carolina can knock shots down, it'll force Notre Dame back into man-to-man.
Johnson, big basket for the Irish.
Roy Williams wanted that possession, B.A.
Even with a knee brace on, he's getting in his defensive stance. His 2 hobbled coaches trying to stay upright.
The Irish won't go away.
Johnson, too easy for him. He just elevated.
And that's the improvement of Yogi's game. Always been a nice spot-up three-point shooter, but in transition, off the bounce, that is a difficult shot. Yogi's making it look easy.
Third three-point try. That's 3. And Barry picks the pocket of Farrell. And Barry lost the handle. He seems a little uneasy here to start the game. He's lost a couple. How about Page again? Oh, my goodness. 76. Came here in Philly as well, but North Carolina has them on their heels early. Tar Heels have shot it very well. Joel James is in, the big body off the bench. That's 6'11". Good pass, Barry inside. And a nice finish at the rim. Bielfeldt.
Hoosiers still down 13. Got to find a way to get a stop. Hopefully can hit a couple three-pointers, and if you're Carolina.
Wow.
Game watching him right in front of me.
Well, you got Roy Williams with a knee brace on and surgery coming on that knee at the end of the season. And now Brave, 2 hobble coaches. I doubt it'll keep him in their seat, however.
Unfortunately for Mike Bray on the sticky mat.
I mean, it's a sticky mat for a reason. Right?
Yeah, it is, but it's too close to those coaches.
Marcus Page, 1 more 3.
Carolina's going to send 3 every time to the offensive glass as Barry comes up with the steal.
Breakaway Page, feed from Barry. Youngster growing up in Tomball, Texas. He is the #1 recruit in that category. Johnson. They have staggered here in the second half. Zach Johnson a triple. Dubois got a hand on it and reeled in nicely by Nate Britt.
And Kev, to your point, yes, they've stumbled, but let's give a lot of credit to Roy Williams and this Carolina defense stepping up. Finally.
Hicks carving, scoring.
Have been very effective. Morentis misses the 3. Good job by Bryce Johnson to run the floor, drag the defense. And the finish, the assist to Barry. Carolina. Bastoria inside the arc. Another rebound for Johnson.
Again, going to a ball screen situation to put Kennedy Meeks in that screen. And that can free up the ball handler for a shot.
Marcus Page for 3.
Colson is really impressive. Those guys go after it. They are hard to block out. And they don't surrender to a block out when there's initial contact. 2-3 zone now.
As Allison said in her hit right before the game, Mike Bray told us about an hour before the game, Hicks with a slam, that he won.
North Carolina going to its box sets.
August playing with 3 fouls. Johnson, turnaround jumper over him. See how he makes that look easy. And August is going to stay.
Well, they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
They're down so much. You can't leave your best players on the bench in this situation.
There are a lot of ways to skin the cat and get to what you want.
Underway, second half. Joel Berry was great in the first half with a nice pass into Bryce Johnson. Points for North Carolina. Robinson turned it over again. Nate Britt, Joel Berry out to Bryce Johnson. For Jones, you got credit for the bucket on the goaltend, his first field goal. Bryce Johnson blocks that shot cleanly. Under 5.5 to go. Inside for Hicks. Are they going to count it?
Well, Gill's 11 of his last 29 from the field. He really has been struggling, and that was a difficult shot to start out the ballgame.
He's given up some size in the matchup with Meeks.
Virginia looks like they're switching that low cross screen by North Carolina.
Marcus Page knocks down his first shot. It's a boy, Parentis is something else. So is Gill. Yeah. They have three not good college players, great college players on this team. As Jackson knocks down to 3. 1 of 2. 6-point game. 20 seconds left. Page got it. 3-point game.
Roy Williams got to be beside himself. You cannot give anybody 4 opportunities. Eventually, they're going to score. Wow. And Roy Williams already has 2 subs at the table. He is not happy.
Jackson is beginning to feel it, and he nails another tray.
Off the rails.
Abu in traffic. Not there. And again, strong defensive sequence there for the Carolina post. Johnson right where he wants it.
15 feet away and spinning into a layup.
Well, Mike Krzyzewski just looking for matchups that he can take advantage of.
Johnson sneaks underneath the basket, and he's...
Wilson stumbles, loses the ball, another turnover.
North Carolina, so far in this game, has really made the Panthers pay for these turnovers.
The alley-oop to Kennedy.
How did he catch that? Good heavens.
With that lead that they have, Pitt comes away without any points again.
Well, another very difficult shot opportunity for the Pitt Panthers.
Johnson shoots quickly in the shot clock this time and scores. Great looking shot from the coach on the sideline.
Milan is coming to the game to join Sammy Barnes-Tompkins.
What you're seeing right now is the zone defense. Boston College going to dare North Carolina to shoot it from outside and points. You're talking about a young man that was 3 for 19 in his last 2 games and only 1 for 12 from 3-point range. So Jim Christian has to be happy to see his leading scorer back on track.
Williams also in the game for North Carolina. Nice move inside to Jackson.
And very little resistance from the North Carolina defense stepping up and knocking down the 3.
Jackson in traffic. Good hands. 54-46.
You know, Tim, and there's been talk about will Boston College win an ACC game this year? And how amazing would that be as Marcus Page answers with the biggest upset in college basketball this year if the Eagles are able to pull it off?
Page gets it back. Yes, sir. And 1. Owens tried to save it, but couldn't. Outstanding D when North Carolina needed it. They had it. Very big defensive sequence here for Boston College. They play straight up. Jackson a pull-up. Count it.
Which is crazy in special situations when you give up a layup on out of bounds underneath.
Justin Jackson with the offensive rebound, and North Carolina will get a fresh third.
North Carolina, good offensive rebounding team, but that one grabbed down near the ground. Notre Dame has to feel like they need to get those.
Kennedy Meeks with the soft touch, and Kennedy Meeks, for those of you, and many have,
on post moves. They've got a turnaround jumper over their strong shoulder. They've got a jump hook, counter moves.
In rhythm, Marcus Page.
Well, in transition, too. He got down the court quick.
Page going to try another three, and he knocks it in. That's 3 3-pointers for Marcus Page.
Isolation on the left side.
Joel James back into the game. He catches the air ball.
And Notre Dame's kind of going on their own a little bit now. They're getting some decent shots, but they're forcing some too.
Page now, he's officially feeling it. Little ball. How about that strong move again? Trouble finishing for Jackson. Crowd wanted a foul. Justin Jackson pushing. Notre Dame not back in time to stop Marcus Page. His 5th triple.
Oahu scores inside. The lead is 4 for Louisville. Their largest lead 5 in the opening seconds of this second half. Tough pass, but it got through. Berry to Hicks for a nice basket inside.
That's where they've really improved over the season.
They have at times played down to their competition. And maybe that's what we're seeing in the initial minutes. The Cats, the fire by Page, and he knocks it a 3. To a concussion, so it's very short. That one plucked away by Berry to feed in for Pinson. And a quick strike of North Carolina threes.
And Turner, the freshman, having to step it up, knowing Jerome Robinson won't be a part of it. And he's doing his part in giving them that perimeter offense.
Over the top, and we've seen that so many times already. But figure it's going to last.
But crazier things have happened. And right now, Boston College comes out in that 2-3 zone. And this is one of the things we talked with Jim Christian about earlier today, is trying to slow down this Carolina offense. And more importantly, with Carolina not shooting the ball extremely well, this is your time to take your chances at the zone.
Luke May wriggling.
They've dealt with the first run well, but the second run has really hurt them as a team this year.
Carter left it behind. Now on the run is Pinson. For the Tar Heels. Berry with the head always up. Johnson inside the three-point line. He knocks down a 17-foot.
Veteran officiating crew led by Tim Nestor underway, and the Tar Heels control the opening tap.
Virginia Tech starts off and a little man-to-man. They're going to pressure the ball handler. They're not going to deny wings, but they must do the job inside against the Carolina interior.
Tar Heels at 17-2. They've won 10 in a row. Their last loss against Texas back in December. And inside, it's Jackson.
Loaded. The left side of the floor. Got Page open look.
Inside, the block by Meeks. Crowd wanted a whistle. Jackson transition. And off the glass nicely.
And go up with 2 hands for a grown man rebound.
90 seconds left. Hokies need a stop. Berry against Hudson. 10 to shoot. Inside, Jackson wide open.
Rebound pulled down by Joel Berry. The hit ahead to Johnson.
Be the first team since '89 to be number 1 and number 2. Last one to do it, Roy Williams, Kansas.
Great hustle into the backcourt by Brent.
He beat LSU with Shaquille O'Neal. He beat UNLV as number 1.
That's a very determined move right there. 6 rebounds and dished out 8 assists, so he did a lot of other things.
And also leadership. He's an outstanding leader. Gets everybody involved. Hicks took over the scoring in the second half of the game. That was a close game until they broke it open late.
So under half a minute before halftime, and the Wolfpack right there, in fact, with the lead by 2. Entry pass for Meeks, and in for 2.
Nice little pass play.
For North Carolina on the offensive end, Rowan, tough shot. Second effort, they won't get it. Berry up ahead. Here's Meeks.
Shot the ball, Luke.
12:20 to go here at Chapel Hill.
He's going to want the ball, guys. He was going to want the ball. He's a little more active, moving it out of here than he was early in the game. He wants the ball.
And gets 2 on cue.
The guy that has to get on track is Michael Benedict. 5 of his last 3.
James down with the rebound off the miss by Cooney.
Syracuse doesn't want to get into a track meet with this North Carolina team. This Tar Heel team is excellent in transition. They want a high possession,
fast tempo game. It's not that Syracuse can't get out and run, but they don't want this game in the 90s.
Joel James with a bit of a fade. 15 points per game on the season.
That pass by Coleman, and Coleman has played more minutes in this game than any other that I can remember this year.
Jackson lays it in a quick 5-0 start. And then at Louisville.
Well, Wake Forest, Devin Thomas averaging a double-double for Danny Manning. Now Cody Miller-McIntyre back healthy, so they're getting their full complement of players as well. I agree with you. I think the middle and bottom of the ACC has really improved.
Not a lot of easy games. Johnson with the leg.
I'm all on the road.
Yeah. Duke, Virginia, Miami, Louisville. The only time that Syracuse plays them is on the road. Jackson with a slam.
DC. And the follow by Beasley's well short. So Florida State struggling their first game this year against a ranked opponent. In the spotlight of Big Monday, perhaps some of these young players a bit nervous. Page. Bacon. Bacon again. Joel James got a hand on it. The crowd wanted a foul. And it is a big crowd hoping to get engaged. But the home team has done little to activate the fans. That's another.
Hamilton, think about it. 2 years in a row, his team led the country in field goal percentage defense.
Jackson underneath. Any opponent. Booker the miss. Johnson had it for a moment. Jackson got it off to Berry. Let the fun begin, or at least continue.
Brick, but it goes in. Oh, that ball went off the hands of Bryce Johnson, who was trying to slap the rebound from one hand to the other and tipped it in the basket.
James again inside. Carolina. Smith with the foul, none called.
That's an interesting defensive matchup with Marcus Page matched up against Adam Smith.
Barry pushes it down, now sets the offense, goes inside. They found something here. James again.
And James by Stevens and inside the arc. He's actually a better shooter from outside the arc than inside, but he made that one.
This is Georgia Tech's largest lead of the game. But
Kiri Miami has played very, very well so far and established themselves as one of the contenders in the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Jackson with a little
against the Tigers. Here's the ball. He can't bury it. Berry to the paint. Here's Pinson. Gets a good look. Burying the three. Smith with it in the lane. Stolen away by Page. Jackson finishes it.
Carolina.
He can really pass it too. Smith lets fly. Not there.
Berry really sticks his nose in there, gets down to the baseline and rebounds.
Hicks airborne. Oh, he made it. Took the hit. And the top tips. Right to Berry. He'll attack. Here's Page for a three.
In traffic. The pull up. And Johnson clears. Marcus Page, so lethal from distance. Distance until that one.
Boy, they needed that. Here comes Carolina right back at you.
I don't think there's to attack that blue part of the floor to create some opportunities, if not directly to the rim, to the pitch, to the weak side.
Now Bryce Johnson tipping the inbounds pass and stolen away by the Tar Heels. Up top here for James. Was Carolina going without Kennedy Meeks, the 6'10 forward. He's out right now with a bone bruise in his left knee. They hope to get him back at the top of ACC play, and that's beautifully done by 13-9 for the season. A pull-up pop by Eves, but that one clangs away.
Tough shot there.
They're going to need him to be scalding hot tonight to have any chance. Down low, Johnson, and a too easy.
Good body movement away from the ball.
Bryce Johnson approaching a record inside again, and that's 16 in a row.
Phases of the game on the defensive end, they have to get some stops and get out and get some early baskets.
He's pleading with his team in his shoot-around today. We cannot throw interceptions for touchdowns against these guys, because that'll be deadly.
Yes.
Up top, Berry using the screen by Johnson, taking the baseline. Nice wraparound for a great stop by him.
The Dean Dome, all these banners hanging there. It's hard not to play more quickly than you want, but they're certainly playing fast right now, the freshmen from that state.
Britt lets fly and knocks in a three-pointer. Nate
get into your primary one and your two options right away, and I think the college players can adapt.
Here's Berry for Page. He fires it up and drains it. A swift-looking
shot over Bryce Johnson's length. His length bothered that one.
So Justin Jackson will set things up here. James on the high post. Johnson again, and they are determined to go back into him, and there's the result. Hooks it up for two. He's got some inside game.
It's really pretty. I don't think they look for him enough. Got to get him more involved in the offense to give them some balance between their perimeter play and their interior play.
Jackson bouncing for Berry. Back inside to the man who's dominated early on and had no answer for Bryce Young. Wish that Hubert were a nice guy. You know, that he would smile and be friendly. You know, just so against his natural personality.
He doesn't enjoy life.
No, not at all. Oh, great looking shot there by Britt. Is there for him? They've done a terrific job on him. Kinney, a different story though. The left hand not there though. Have a good night. Good on the attack back for Jackson. They run that break so well. Gives it up. Here's Kinney with that hook shot. Made a couple of those tonight. Being close, but not that time. And Berry running the point now for North Carolina, looking for their 10th win of the season. Turnaround shot. That was sweet by Joel James.
And Johnson, and it's taken by North Carolina. Here's Marcus Page.
And Vern Lundquist right now. UCLA goes in the minute. Won't go under.
Joe Berry has it. Entry pass. Bryce Johnson off a big game in the win over Tulane.
And stretch the D with this outside shooting. Just a gorgeous stroke. Hey!
I think most people, and Justin said, no, it's tumble.
Okay, well, you go with him, right?
I think so.
And I'll tell you what I love about his game. And no question he can shoot. Look at this strength with Hicks at the...
He's played only 4 minutes. Consistency, such a part of his season so far. And off to a slow start here. He had 27 in the win over Tulane the other night.
And this is what you do. You can't let him in here. And a tough shot. They really contested. He's very lucky to be checking something like that.
Quick. Nope.
Look at this rebound.
Nice. Oh, the rejection. Now Parker muscles his way in and loses it.
Hits it up big.
9 turnovers for UCLA.
And they're down the floor late.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the...
Tulane 6-4 coming off the win on Monday night over Prairie View. Nice dump down look from Berry.
The fact that Tulane is looking to go inside early to test the bigs to see if they can get in foul trouble. Bryce Johnson has been in foul trouble a few times. Nice.
Rebound Johnson. Rejected. Comes to Berry. This is Justin Jackson for 3.
Of those before, Bob, and it just continues to get worse and worse the more you play on it. That's why we call it a stress reaction.
In traffic, counted in the foul. One theory is that Bo really wanted to retire after last season, but did not think that guard would get the job. And by doing it the way he did, oh my goodness, his senior season. And Carolina rebounds the missed free throw. They have really controlled the backboard.
They've used their size, their length, and their quickness. Tulane's not boxing those guys out, which is surprising because that's where Carolina has always excelled, is on the offensive glass.
About a 4-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. With 6 to go on the shot clock.
Out and take advantage of the athletic wings to attack the rim. I'd like to see more of that from Tulane. There's plenty of time to get back in this game.
Bryce, pull-up jumper in traffic is good. By Kane Harris. Low block and hits.
Basketball. He's really been exceptional in that area this season. What a block
by James. And here's Jackson running the other way. It's a 4-on-3. Kick out Page, 4-3.
Bumping and grinding, moving around, especially when you're trying to make a cut, as was in that last possession. And you just have to move your feet. It's about placement. It's about being in the right position rather than being the strongest guy on the court. Look at the Tar Heels. They're getting open shots. But
Sullivan. An air ball. Well, you do not see Brian Sullivan shoot many of those, but you've seen a lot of that. Tar Heels in trans. Here and a nice layup right on cue. Jordan Barham.
Well, he has a mismatch. He found Kennedy Meeks on him, and Barham's a lefty that likes to go left. But again, we talked about it in the first half. That's after
the football game last night in Charlotte, the ACC title game. By the way, we've had several whistles tonight as Page fires the three and buries it. Several whistles tonight.
Within one. There's the big guy, the transfer from Georgia Tech, taking it all the way to the rim. That's where a guard's got to jump in front, make it more difficult.
Turgeon's got a lot of big bodies he can rotate in that front court. Turnaround, Bryce Johnson, count it.
But Suleiman put North Carolina in a position to foul.
And it is tied again as we have passed the midway point of the second half. 67-67 with better than 9 minutes to go.
Suleiman back on Page, puts a little size on him.
Trimble on Barry. Open is Johnson. 10-foot jumper is good.
Four, and got an awful lot of matchup advantages with who was guarding him and who he was able to guard. Now back to the 1-3-1. The corners are open.
Jackson in the corner. Got it! That is the 19th turnover committed by Maryland in this game, but because they're shooting over 60%, they're still in it. Oh, coach, because he said, okay, my bad. As you were. The lob, and Hicks will lay it in.
Jackson off the back tap. Henson, NBA range. He connects. North Carolina.
Why not? Why not? He is shooting so comfortably.
He's in double figures with 12, and here's Meeks.
He knew it, and he didn't call it. I was watching him.
He's got a Wandu and Hurt back at the scorer's table. But North Carolina's got the ball and the lead. 90 seconds to go. Pinson. McIntosh picks up his dribble. Can't get it to go. Ripping it down, Bryce Johnson.
Now, that was pretty good by Barry. He kept McIntosh in front, stayed down. Really good.
Pinson hits a three. Demps finally misses, and Bryce Johnson's got the rebound. Here comes Joel Berry. Kicks it back to Pinson. He hits a triple.
It's kind of knows.
Skip pass for Meeks. Shot clock at 8. A trip for 3. Yes.
If you're North Carolina, the best thing you want is a deep 2 rather than a 3. I mean, you're settle for that.
Barry to Meeks.
Soft turn with the right hand. Kennedy Meeks on the ball. There goes Pinson on the drive. And they slap it around, and a fresh 30 for Carolina. Barry tried to flip it to Meeks. It got deflected, and the big fella still.
Times you see it was a great defensive play, but then Wofford gets it again, and it leaves an open jump shooter.
11 for Collins.
And Meeks, the basket and the faster, said something to us about it before the game, and I thought, you know what, he's right. And Brick. Or Joel Berry. Nice pass. Isaiah Hicks.
He's got 4 now, 21-17. How much fun is it going to be to see Berry and Page in the backcourt when Marcus gets healthy?
Wow. Can get up in you with speed, can shoot the outside jump shot.
Brick for 3. Bingo.
Nice shot fake.
Nelson, the reverse. Nothing to show for it, but that was a pretty move by Tyler Nelson. 10th rebound for Meeks. Oh, and the flush on the end. To struggle to keep it. Gilbert missed the 3.
Yeah, Gilbert's got to drive that basketball. He's not shot that basketball with any confidence from 3 on the last couple possessions. Use the shot fake and get the dribble drive. That's what's been so good for Fairfield.
That rattles home. Johnson making a contribution, the son of a high school coaching legend. Oh, boy, Blitz starting to heat.
Brown open for 3. It is no good off the side of the rim, and the rebound is tracked down by Bonds, but stolen away by Berry. 3-on-2. Britt from the free throw line and gets the roll off the front of the rim.
It just makes your job so easy as a coach. And then we saw Quentin DeCozy do what he does, which is go one-on-one. And that 6'5" body of his, he's able to shoot over people.
And Meeks pulls down the board.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good shot by Bond. I think he's kind of itchy to get involved in this game a little bit more. And you really got to let the game come to you.
Sweet.
Very well. And he's the guy that I felt was going to benefit the most by Marcus Page being out. And he's the guy with the most upside. He played okay last year, but now he's a sophomore. And guys make that big jump between